So I'm going to be talking about two things. Firstly, when you think of cheating on your spouse, think about this. You're exposing your spouse to spiritual, physical, and emotional harm. Spiritual harm in the sense that you are supposed to be a covering to your partner. Marriage was instituted by God. And then when you begin to step out of your marital home, you are breaking the hedge. And he that breaks the hedge, the serpent will bite. So you are inviting spiritual danger into your home when you cheat on your spouse. Number two, you are exposing your spouse to emotional harm. You don't want to know the horrible thoughts that go on in the minds of your partners when you actually step out of your matrimonial home. You don't want to know. As many of you who do it, please stop it. You're exposing them to emotional breakdown. Because when they find out about it, they're going to be so hurt. They're going to be asking themselves so many questions. They're going to question a lot of things. They're going to question all the foundation that your marriage was built on, your relationship was built on, your friendship was built on. It's going to be a whole lot. And even if you guys manage to reconcile and come back together, it's so difficult to rebuild that love and trust that was once there. Even when the person is a Christian, it's difficult, it's hard. So please don't expose your spouse to emotional harm. Number three is that you expose your spouse to physical danger. Now, let me paint the scenario for you. Imagine, just imagine, that the person you are hanging out with outside of your marriage becomes obsessed with you. Now, imagine how they will start plotting harm to your partner just so they can have you to themselves. So, I mean, we see this in movies all the time, and they happen in real life. You're exposing your spouse to physical harm. And then what about their health? Imagine they find out and then they're so troubled and they're so traumatized and all of that. Then they start to have hypertension, they start to have stress related illnesses. Just think about that. If you have ever loved your partner, please think about these things before you even think or process the thought of cheating outside. I'm sure by the time you think about these three things, you'll be just not cheat. Okay, so the second thing I wanted to talk about is the statement of um you're keeping yourself for somebody. When you're training your daughters, you're like, keep yourself for your husband, or you're training your sons, you're like, keep yourself for your wife, or God, you are not keeping yourself for anybody. I think we need to switch up the narrative a bit. You are keeping yourself for yourself. You keep yourself for yourself. You are the one that reaps and enjoys the benefits of keeping yourself pure. You are the one that enjoys the sanity that comes with it, the safety, the uncomplicated life. Now, whether you're single or married, keep yourself for yourself. You are the one that will reap all of the benefits. And trust me, there is so much to reap from keeping yourself for yourself. Now, it's good that you have somebody else in mind when you are keeping yourself, but oh God, you are keeping yourself for yourself. Madam, it is for you. It is more for you than for any other person in the world. Because when you begin to throw yourself out there, you are the one that will reap all the benefits of throwing yourself out there. So please preserve your dignity, keep your sanity, keep yourself for you. Do not cheat, do not fornicate, do not commit adultery. Those things are not just laws or rules or archaic principles. They are things that will keep you in perfect peace. They are things that will keep your mind in perfect sanity if you do them. So please do so.